with you, I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you, my color bright. I ain't finna fade with you, man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride, lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
Off play action. Herbert. That's complete. It's Gordon. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll try the left side. It's Newman. He finds an opening past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
At the Lions' 36-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. They'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19. And to give this time to the tailback. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
At the 17-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Check mark 27, check mark 27. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
Looking to throw. Herbert got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go now. 10 logo. 44. And let's get this, get this. Hit it.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 7, Jones, he sets to fire deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
On first down, it's Newman. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Throwing on first down. Herbert, this one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Check 15, check 15.
At the 16-yard line.
Off the play fake. Herbert. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Johnson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
44's Mike. Check, check. Man out, man out, man out, man out.
Ready? On 3rd down, Jones firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Come on, fellas.
Quick slant there gets him the 1st down, 6 yards on the play. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Jones now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
On the double. Mike,
so after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Johnson. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Hey, Haywood.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And keep your eye on that man. 4 sacks last week, 1 there here in the second quarter. He can be so disruptive.
So what was he doing in the first quarter? What was going on?
Took a nap.
I think he tried to lull him to sleep a little bit. Like, yeah, okay, maybe you've got me this week. No longer. And you know, with the 4 sacks last week, it's obvious he gets his in flurries.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Gets it to Gordon. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there of 22. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. Able to get this to Gordon. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
First down, Packers.
Here we go. Stick the oar. Let's go, defense.
On first down, Herbert. It's wearing the tight end with it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Go. Ten Lobo. Stay with your man.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that's complete to Adams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball. 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6. And a Packer touchdown. Now for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. Open man is Gordon, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action. This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Back to throw. Herbert. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Set.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go. You tighten up.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Got Gordon open, completes it. They get only 4 that time, as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. He's going to take a shot right away. They've got his man complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. In for the score. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
60 or. Get him, get him, get him. X3, 218, chopper. Fire.
Jones now. Off play action. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
You're going to see me in your nightmares.
To throw again. Jones. Going right side here, and that's complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Jones on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Jones. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys are... back at the closing stages of the first half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
And they start the second half with Johnson. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Open man is Galladay, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, I mean, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Slam. General West. Be careful.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Ready, set. Check. Watch the curl. Hey, Delta.
2nd and 11. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense? There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. 30, 20, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, 81 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Herbert completes it out left to Warren. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert got his man complete over the middle. That's Newman. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Off play action. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many because how many times have we seen the team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. throwing after the interception. Herbert. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Set. 50, plant.
Watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. It's caught here by Adams. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, let's go. 61, matchbox, right, let's go.
2nd and 4. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Check three. Protein spill. Ready.
To throw on second down. Herbert. Touchdown, Packers. From 17 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. After the penalty, it's Bell. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Yes.
44's the mic. 44's the mic.
Back to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Joshua Jackson there to knock that one away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now back to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A big play there for Detroit. 55 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play would work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the toss, here's Johnson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
Ready? 27, check right, 27. 22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers.
On first down, Herbert, that's complete. It's Gordon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard, realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 38.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
First seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will get the lead up to 14. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happening.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Adrian Amos with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Let's go, man.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator,